Hey guys, I got kind of a weird review for you. I'm not really sure if this is something I want to do more of, so if there's interest, put it in the comments. As the title of the video probably suggests, I got a really cool box set in the mail, and I just kind of want to show it off, and I would be willing to review these movies if people are interested in it. And the box set is called All the Haunt Be Ours. I bought this blind. I didn't know what to expect, and it was a lot of money. Not sure why I did it. That's why I kind of want to do a review to warrant this purchase. It is about folk horror movies, which, for example, Wicker Man is one. Midsummer, I would say, is a very recent example of one. Those are movies that I enjoy, but I don't seek out. I never really sought out folk horror movies in any capacity, on purpose at least, but this kind of intrigued me. And why I'm even more surprised that I bought this whole box set is that I bought the special edition, which was called the Witches Bundle, and there's only 500 made. I was going to do an unboxing of this, but then I started it and realized unboxing videos are lame, so I'm just going to show you guys what I got. It came in this giant box. It's kind of cool. And in that box, I not only got this box set, which I will get into, but also some other cool goodies that kind of go along with some of the movies. Now, this box set is really to show off one thing in particular. And there is a documentary on this called Woodlands, Dark and Days Bewitched that is getting a lot of traction. I think it just went on Shudder, not positive. And this documentary is basically talking all about folk horror movies and can give you a lot of insight into what that genre entails. I have not seen the documentary yet, but it is the first thing I'm going to watch from this hefty box set of, oh dear lord, 20 feature films. That's a lot. So, this will take me a while to get through. I don't know if I'm going to do it in any reasonable time, but what I would like to do is find some of my friends who'd be willing to watch some of these with me and have different people review it with me, because reviews are so much better when other people are there to discuss it with me and not just me talking to a camera and feeling super lame about it. So, hopefully that is the ideal thing. Maybe if I don't end up doing any of that, I won't even post this video. Therefore, I'm talking to no one, so I probably should just assume I'm talking to someone. Or this is kind of weird. So I will start by just kind of going through the movies included on this giant box set, and I'll just throw up the poster so you guys know what I'm talking about. First up, we got, again, Woodlands, Dark and Days Bewitched, which is a documentary that is award-winning, according to the back of this. I have heard great things about it. There's also Eyes of Fire, Leptirica, Witchhammer, V, which is actually a movie I have heard of and wanted to see and was planning on buying from 7 Films, and then I found out this box set was coming out, so I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know much about it, but the images from it look really cool and atmospheric, so I'm interested. Lake of the Dead, Tilbury, The Dreaming, Kadaicha, Celia, Alison's Birthday, Wilczyca, Lokis and Manuscript of Professional Wittembach, Clearcut, Demonio, Dark Waters, A Field in England, Anchoress, Penda's Fen, and Robin, Redbreast. Along with all that, there are also some CDs to go along with this. I believe 3 of just some. One is just music from one of the movies, and then also there's a audiobook on 2 CDs of something that's also considered folk horror. Don't know much about that one, but maybe I'll do a review, who knows. So the cool thing about this box set is that it doesn't kind of just put folk horror in this box that is European. That's kind of what people think of when they think of folk horror. So again, Midsummer and Wicker Man, those movies are kind of what folk horror is typically, but folk horror really is anything that's like an urban legend or a folk story from different parts of the world. So this box set includes stuff from, again, Russia and stuff even in Africa. Even in America, there's some about Native American stuff. It's really interesting that they include it and they get to see all these different movies that first, not a lot of people have seen, and second, kind of show you what the grand scheme of folk horror is. I don't know much about these movies yet because I haven't watched it. Maybe I'll do some reviews. Maybe I won't. Who knows? I'll also show you guys some cool stuff that came in this giant witch bundle that I am maybe glad I got. I don't know. We'll see once I actually get through some of the cool stuff. First up, for Penda's Fen, there is a source book for it called Of Mud and Flame. Again, I don't know much about Penda's Fen, but I'm interested in see what this book entails, because it's actually a pretty hefty tome that I bet I will learn a lot about this movie that I'd never even heard of. Included with this is something called an Oracle deck, which is made for the Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched. There are 20 cards in it. Oracle decks are similar to tarot cards, and you can kind of get some type of reading from them, but they are like different in some significant ways, and there's only 20 of them, which is much different than a tarot deck, and there's just different ways to read it. It's just there are similarities. What's cool about it is that in this deck, which is, again, the 20 typical cards you find in an Oracle deck, they use newly commissioned artwork that kind of recreates some famous folk horror movies, which I'm just going to say some out here that you may know. Here's one for Wicker Man. I've heard of this one called Bagpuss. Again, there's some cool ones in here. I just don't want to take up all your time. Here's another recent one, The Witch. Oh, and here's one you might not think, but is an American folk horror, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's pretty interesting. The card is The Butcher. Anibaba, Psychomania, and let's just throw another one in there that some people have heard of. This is going to be Witchfinder's General. It's really cool artwork they included. These are some classics in the genre. They might not be readily known, but they are good films. I've seen a few of them, but again, not a ton of them, sadly. Hopefully this box set kind of fixes that. Also included is this great, I'm not going to, actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it out. It's a map of where a bunch of folk horror movies were filmed, not where they take place. So I find it actually even more interesting because it's stuff that you won't readily know just by watching the movie. First off, here is the map. It doesn't include all these movies on here. It includes some movies that aren't on here, like Wicker Man, for example, or Midsummer. And along with that, it gives you a bunch of insight into the movie and the filming locations and how they figured out some of this stuff. I would not have been able to get this otherwise if I didn't get this box set, so part of me is kind of happy about that, because this is actually a really cool map that I have already studied in depth and kind of want to go back to once I actually watch some of the films. Also included is some weird stuff. There is a keychain from the movie Witchhammer that I don't actually know much of yet. Ugh. I'm slacking, guys. There is a pendant from Alison's birthday that is like hefty metal. Like, if I had this over my neck all day, it would hurt. Way more than these like dog tags. Like, I have no idea what the pendant's of, but like it looks cool, I guess. Could be using a cool prop for a movie at the very least. There's also something for the owl service. That's a plate. It's hard plastic. It's not actually like glass or metal or anything like that, but it looks pretty cool. Oh, and stickers. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Also got a poster, which I'm not even going to show you guys because I don't really want to roll it back up, but it's of the actual documentary that's in this. It's just a poster for that, so it's cool, but I'm not going to unroll it because it took a while to get back. So that was just some of the cool stuff I got from this awesome box set that I am really, really excited to explore. It has great artwork. It also comes with a book that tells you all kinds of things about these films. And I am very excited to watch these. In the very least, I'm going to watch them and enjoy them myself. Maybe I'll talk about them on this channel. Maybe I can get some people to talk about them with me. And really, if that ends up not happening, oh well, I guess I just put this video out to get some views. Because, all these 40 view videos are doing wonders for this channel. Thank you guys for sharing this experience with me. It's meant the world to me to be able to share off all this money I spent and not cry myself to sleep when I look at my bank account.